Welcome back to the Motor City Mama Show. I'm your host, Kara, rolling through America one back road at a time, finding the festivals, the flavors, and the folks that make this country tick. In the last episode, I made the drive through the Smokies and pulled into Maggie Valley, North Carolina. And today, well, we're diving straight into the heart of it, the Hillbilly Jam. And let me tell you, this wasn't just a festival, it was an experience. The first thing that hits you is the sound drifting out over the valley, and then the sight. Everywhere you look, it's like Americana exploded. Classic cars lined up with their hoods open, vendors selling their goods, and of course, moonshine. Okay, let's talk about the shine. These folks don't mess around. I had a sip of peach moonshine that would knock the Motor City right out of you. Sweet, smooth, and sneaky strong. One vendor grinned at me and said, "Careful now, it don't hit you till you stand up," and he wasn't lying. The best part about Hillbilly Jam is the people. Everywhere I turned, I met someone with a story. That's the magic of Hillbilly Jam. It's not just about the music or the shine, it's about community. A mix of old timers, newcomers, and curious travelers like me, all kicking back together in one little valley. In the last episode, I gave you my take on the Hillbilly Jam here in Maggie Valley, North Carolina, but today it's about the people, the voices that are Hillbilly Jam. So sit back, turn it up, and let me introduce you to a few folks I met along the way.
Name's Michael Bowen. I don't even know where to start. There's so much to start at. Born in Queens, New York, moved down to the South when my grandfather retired from Aramco Oil Company. Moved in with my grandmother when I was 15. Went to college, industrial electricity. Was in the Army at the same time in the Army National Guard. Did 9 years with them as an Army medic and an OR tech. Um, in that time, I worked various jobs, restaurants, managed a few pizza places, worked at a Marriott down in Texas with my first wife. And, well, I guess I've always been a winemaker from many years back. My grandmother taught me that. She was from Portugal. And then maybe 5, 6 years ago, Blake Elledge drew me in to do a documentary on moonshine and American heritage. It was a YouTube thing. So I met all the moonshiners at their homes and on location. And before long, I started doing the festivals. And then one of the guys says, "Hey, why don't you sell your photos at the festival?" So now I've got a booth set up and I sell photos of all the moonshiners and master distillers.
So, when did you get into photography?
I've always loved photography, but my first pro cam was probably 8 or 9 years ago. There's a guy named Max Ganley. He was with us years ago. He's since passed, but he shot a lot around Asheville, mostly the music scene. I started out with music. I love shooting music, which of course now I'm sitting on Jeffrey Anderson's bus in the air conditioning because it's very hot outside. What was the question again?
Getting into photography.
Oh, photography. So I shot a lot of music, and then Blake Elledge has he went to college and has an opera voice, but he's got like 5 or 6 or 7 different bands, almost different genres. Blake reached out to me. He's like, "Hey, would you be interested in doing photos for a documentary?" So I'm like, "Well, sure." He goes, "It's with the Moonshiners." Like, "Oh,
So
really?"
awesome.
Because when I lived on the coast, I knew a guy up in Johnson County that I could get a jug of moonshine from. But then I moved to the mountains and I couldn't find moonshine. So after Blake introduced me to all these people and we started talking shop, and I turned my wines into brandies. And before long, I'm meeting the other master distillers, and I end up down in Florida, where I met Alfredo Pena. They call him the Cuban Cowboy. He won his episode, season 2, episode 3, with the Navy Strength rum. I was actually, as a breakup thing, and I was like not going to go on vacation because I felt so sad. And Blake said, "You need to go. Do you, man? Get on down to Florida." So I kept my reservation in the Keys, but I added 7 or 8 more days, and I went all down the East Coast, all the way back up, across the West Coast of Florida. But in that trip, I met Alfredo. And this guy, first time he comes out, this cowboy hat, Cuban cowboy, he walks out and he's got 4 pint jars of moonshine, all different flavors, and he gives them to me. I met him and his girlfriend at the time. Little did I know, 2 years later, he was going to ask me to be his best man for his wedding. And they got married 2 years ago next month. We ended up best friends. He has since created, he's got Everglades White Lightning rum. Then he did the other rum he did on the show. And then he calls me one day about a year and a half ago. He says, I was walking through a bamboo field and I kicked a bamboo shoot and picked it up and bit on it. And he said, I can make liquor out of that. Well, he and I became the founders of Bamboo Spirits Incorporated, based out of Florida. So we've since incorporated, brought in now we're a corporation. We made his first rum last year, first bamboo rum in the world, first bamboo spirit in the world. And we made it down, actually in Knoxville at Drop Zone Distilling. And the rum went to the Miami Rum Festival that we do every year down in Florida. And I can't remember the name, but in Florida. And we made 36 bottles that year. And the bottle actually looks like bamboo. So we have like 1,200 bottles sitting in a warehouse ready to go. But in the meantime, we got partners and we developed a beer, Bamboo Grove, and it's available in Florida, 32 Total Wines and More, restaurants, bars, and the country club that they actually live at. And we're trying to get it in here to North Carolina and other states. So,
tell me about your days working on Moonshiners and the behind the scenes.
Well, I didn't actually work on any sets of Moonshiners. I did attend a couple of Master Distiller sets because I was with Alfredo as a partner and he brought me in. The producer said I could, but I just know all of the Moonshiners from the show personally, and actually like coming into Maggie Valley, I stop in and just hang out with Jerry Benson. It was surreal because I was a fan of the Moonshiners show. I mean, all the way up till I started meeting them. So I was like, I'm telling them, I'm right here in front of you. I'm actually your fan. But now we've all become friends. So when I first started doing photography, it was Michael J. Bowen Photography. And I watermarked my photos so people could see it, what it is, or who owns the photo. And when I got into the Moonshiners stuff, I created Moonshiners Photography. And my business card is a moonshine jar sitting on my handrail of my deck with the mountains behind it. And so, yeah, you can find me at moonshinersphotography.com. Goes straight to my Facebook page. Michael J. Bowen Photography goes to my Facebook page as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kara.
I'm here with Tom Tormento. Thank you so much for doing this interview. So tell me about your days working in the Dukes.
Okay, well, what we do is, we're selling, my book. It's my story. Yeah, it's a 210-page hardcover book, and it tells all the secrets about Generally, tells you how it came about. It was actually supposed to be a GTO, 69 GTO, and the transportation, he wasn't the captain, he was a transportation coordinator. He said, before you decide on a car, he says, hey, let me bring you a car. Anyway, a couple weeks later, he showed up with the Charger, but it was painted that 69 Hugger orange. They did not know the difference between the Charger and the GTO, so we went with the Charger. And where would we got all the GTOs? Because I used 317 of them on the show.
Wow.
So, but it worked out really good. Worked 6 years on the show. Made a lot of good friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a fantastic time.
Oh, I bet.
I had an 80-hour-a-week guarantee for 5 days.
Wow.
And I would still have to take my kids out and work on them on Saturday and Sunday, just to make sure that we had some cars that are running. Could not tell Paul Baxley we don't have any cars. So,
right.
But we're all getting older.
Yeah. But you still do these shows. You're still out and about.
But all that's left is Tom, John, and Kathy. Sonny Schroyer, Enos, and he doesn't do any more shows. He'll be 89 in August. Rick Hurst just passed away. And then there's me and Byron Cherry. And that's it.
Yeah.
There is no more. Sheriff Little passed away.
You're keeping the dream alive for all the fans.
Yes. I only wish that, it was on TV, because the younger generation,
they don't know.
They're not going to know. And Dukes of Hazzard was rated G.
Yes.
And
that's what our kids
the media killed the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. They do need to put it back on air, because every single time that song comes on, I am so excited. I am ready, because I know shenanigans and tomfoolery are coming.
And you know something? Waylon was never asked to be on the show until one of the last 2 episodes.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And
So
he
was there.
made that. He made that opening.
Oh yeah. See, he did it in his own studio.
Mm-hmm.
They'd send him the film, and he would just say what he wanted to say, and it went for that. So
it made the show. I mean,
it did. Yes. Yeah. I mean, as a balladeer, you could not beat him as a balladeer.
Absolutely.
So, but Waylon's gone too. So
I know.
I mean, well, see, I'll be 79 this year, so we're hanging in there.
Yep, keeping the dream alive.
And Ben isn't doing any more shows. He's actually kind of fragile, but so he doesn't go far from Lorraine. And then Tom and Kathy, they do a lot of stuff. Sometimes John does too. So
I'm actually going to see John in a few weeks in Pittsburgh, so I'm excited.
Yeah, he does a lot of stuff by himself.
Yeah.
But great guy.
Yeah.
Great storyteller.
Yes.
If you're doing it, ask him if he knows me.
Okay, I'm sure he does.
Well, just ask him, see what he says.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Donnie Benton. I'm from Maysville, Kentucky. We're here at the Hillbilly Jam. Is that what we're supposed to say?
Mm-hmm. So tell me about your business. What are you doing here? What is your booth?
Well, we're here. We're set up. We have Backwoods Moonshine Museum in Maysville, Kentucky. They have a trail, Moonshine Trail, and we're a stop on the trail.
Pretty awesome.
We was also on Moonshiner Show, season 8 of the Moonshiner Show.
Awesome. So tell everybody where they can contact you.
Okay.
Find out about
you can Google it. It's on Backwoods Moonshine Museum, and it'll give you the phone number and the address and everything on how to get there.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Come see us.
I'm here with Moonshiner Red Dog. So tell me about yourself and your days as a moonshiner.
Sometimes it's quite boring. Sometimes it's interesting when you have a good run. It's not as easy as people think. It's not exciting unless you have a lot of people enjoying what you made. For the most part, you have to be precise with it. You have to take your time with it. And you don't rush Mother Nature because she will turn around and kick your butt. You just take it as it goes and make sure you prepare ahead of time and get everything as close to correct as you possibly can if you want a good run. If you rush it, if you get to hurry, you won't have a good run.
So did you ever have any close calls with the law?
Luckily, so far, no.
Oh, that's good. You've had a good run. That's good.
Where I live, if they don't know who I am, they need to go home to a different job. So I've been there 50 years.
So were you on the show Moonshiners?
I was on in 2018 for 13 episodes.
Okay.
It was an interesting thing. They basically, I got involved because Josh needed a place to set up and film, and he knew I lived back in the hills with a real good creek on the property. So that's how I got involved, and one thing led to another. I finally asked the producer if there's any damn money in this, because I spent a week helping Josh do stuff. So he came back to me, he said he would find out. He came back to me with the price and we agreed on it. And then I was under a 5-year contract.
Oh, wow. So did you have a good time doing the show?
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Quite a new thing for me, because I certainly wasn't accustomed to that, being filmed. And one interesting thing, they wanted you to speak in your own voice and your own words, because they would tell you more or less what to say.
Yeah.
But you had to do it in your way.
Yeah. I always wondered that. If
So
it was
sounded realistic.
Right.
A real.
Yeah. I always wondered that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today.
How'd I do? This is all new to me.
Thank you.
How you doing? I'm Big Easy from Hillbilly Moonshine. I also represent Still Talking Uncut podcast. We build distillation equipment, we teach you how to use it, whether you want to make a corn mash or a brandy mash out of fruit, you just want to learn how to make wine, or you just want to watch for entertainment and have a good time, man. That's what we do. It's all about helping everybody around us. So, you can get us online, hillbillymoonshine.com.
Okay.
So if you don't know who Hillbilly Moonshine is, we're just two cousins from Ohio who one day decided to pick up a video camera and show the world how easy it is for you to make alcohol at home. Most people believe it to be a snobby thing or real technical, and you have to go through a lot to get it done. You don't. It's as simple as you make it. So and that's what we started on, and it exploded into followers. Now we have over 1 million followers all over social medias. And, a lot of these guys that you go down through here today, that you see from today, learn from watching Phil Billy and Big Easy make alcohol, because we made it simple. And now we're all friends and family, and we hang out and treat each other. So just two guys with a video camera that had a dream, and our dream came true. So,
and now you're helping other people.
And that's our big. We always help other people. Like anytime a beginner comes up, we're like, hey, we sell this type of still. It's real simple, real easy. You can plug it right into the wall of your RV if you live in a campground, or if you live in an apartment. Real simple. We actually have stills called apartment stills on our website.
Oh wow!
$500. You're making alcohol, water, essential oils, whatever you want to make at home. Laws pending. You go ahead and do, and it's real simple. And if you have questions or problems along the way, contact us. We share a video with you. And if you can watch a video, then you can learn how to make liquor. So it's that simple.
Can you answer questions for the viewers?
Yeah, if you message us on Facebook, you get me. I answer right away. If you want to talk to Phil Billy, his phone number is on the top of our website. You send him a text message, give him a call, and we give you a hand and help you achieve your goal of making the best product that you can make for yourself. That way you can share it with your friends and family, something you're proud of.
Awesome. So where can people contact you and find out about Hillbilly Moonshine?
If you go to our website, hillbillymoonshine.com, it has links to our YouTube, our Facebook, TikToks. You can also see all the different products that we sell on our website. We offer alcohol proof calculators if you're not sure what your proof is when you're making a mixed drink. There's pretty much everything on there. And if we don't know the answer, then we find it for you.
Awesome.
And if you're more of a person that likes to listen to people talk live and ask questions, we offer several different styles of podcasts. Like on Monday nights at 9 o'clock, we do a podcast called Still Talking Uncut Podcast. That was created 3 years ago by my co-host, Master Distiller Sean Rigsby, and myself. And over the last year, we brought on a couple guys to spice it up a little bit. So we brought on Uncle Joey as a guest host, who became a permanent host. Our buddy Matt LeMasters, he sits in. We interview people from all over the country, all over the world, really, from all walks of alcohol. It's not just distilling. We'll have wine people or beer guys, and we'll have outlaw guys and guys on it that have been on TV, that are known on TV. We guys from the Moonshiners that come on. We have over 100 episodes.
Oh wow!
And we're on Spotify, all the stuff, Apple Podcasts, and then Hillbilly Moonshine does a Distilling 101 podcast on Wednesday and Saturday nights. You got questions, you hop in there and you talk to old Bad Santa. Bad, he looks like Santa, but he does bad things. And you just ask your questions, and you get solid, legit, real answers. Because a lot of times people are turned off by trying to get a good answer, because sometimes you got to wade through a lot of crap to find the gemstone. And when you're new, misinformation's bad information because it leads you wrong.
Right.
And so everybody's goal is to get you the information you want as quick and easy as possible. And then if later on you want to divulge into the scientifics of it and get really deep and go down those rabbit holes, you can, and you will, because it's all part of the game. It starts easy, but eventually you're 3 a.m. reading stuff you shouldn't. Right. And then somebody's like, how do you know that? You're like, bro, one night. So, and then on Friday nights, they have a podcast where they let anybody come on, and it's called The Shit Show, and it becomes a shit show. It's 10 moonshiners or just random people sitting around, getting drunk, having a good time. So, we a little bit for everybody. We do everything we can for everybody.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm here with
Jimmy Jacks.
And you own a distillery?
Dillsburg, Pennsylvania.
So tell me about owning a distillery.
Oh, it's got its ups and downs. It really does. It takes a lot out of you, a lot of work. You get a lot of people that don't like your product. A lot of people love your product. And it's just one big family. You know, once you get to know a lot of people in the distilling industry and some of these moonshiners and stuff like that, it just makes it really, really good to be acquaintances with them and yeah.
I always wondered if the moonshiners and the distilleries butted heads because it's a competing, or are you really like a family?
It's more of a family, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we talk, we all get along, we help each other out. You know, I know some local distilleries where I'm at, and I got a problem, I'll talk to them, they'll talk to me. You know, it's really it's a lot of fun when you get to know these guys.
So, how do you come up with new flavors for batches?
Mainly by Facebook. People will want. I'll put like, okay, what kind of flavor we want, and we'll have a lot of people come on and say, well, we want pecan, or we want blackberry, we want blueberry, or whatever. And whoever has their thumbs up most, that's what we'll make a flavor on. Once I make the flavor, we'll make a sample batch from 20 proof to 80 proof. And let everybody taste the same sample, it's the same flavor, but it's a higher proof. And then whoever picks that, that's what we put in the bottle.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. All right, well, thank you for talking to me today.
I'm Tom Crum, Moonshine Militia. I'm Damon Beatty, Moonshine Militia.
So tell me about Moonshine Militia.
You want to go first? Yeah, I'll go first. Go ahead. It's nothing more than a Facebook page that we took and run with it. It had a few members, and we just decided to. And we're not brand specific. We don't say this or this, you know what I mean? So it's just a whole group of all the moonshiners off of Facebook, TikTok, whatever. Yeah. We don't care who you're sponsored by or whatever. You can be a part of the militia. Yeah, and
you guys teach people that are learning to.
Absolutely, we do.
About our podcast.
Yeah, we do. We actually have throughout the week. We have several live streams that we do. Different people, you know, we have Santa comes on. He's very scientific about the science of distilling. So if you have scientific questions about why things work, he'll tell you. We have people that go on and just have fun with their live streams, but we do a lot of education on the correct ways or the incorrect ways sometimes of how to make liquor. And also we have people that would teach you an older way of doing things, like their great uncle or whatever may have told them. And then people will like teach you more about alpha amylase. You know, it's a newer product. You know what I mean? And so so we're very versatile on everything. Yeah, it's a great blend of old school and new school, right? Coming together and teaching everybody else out there. And one of the things that we like to pride ourselves on is that it doesn't matter if you're old school or if you're new school. You come to the militia, and we're going to treat you like a person, and family, and we're family. We are, and we do. Throughout the year, we do all kinds of fundraisers, raffles to help moonshiners that may have fallen down on their luck for whatnot or whatever reason. And right now, we're actually here supporting the Appalachian United Initiative, who's a group that has been involved since the beginning when Hurricane Helene hit the Appalachian Mountains. They've been on the ground helping people, and now they're currently building houses for people. So they're not just bringing food and water to people. They're actually got people that are building houses. And a lot of them are going to be here a little bit later. So we're going to have a lot of the Appalachian United Initiative come out here, and we're proud to be standing with them this year at the Hillbilly Jam. It's awesome.
That's awesome. It's great what you guys are doing.
Try. We do this throughout the year. I mean, we literally we try to help hundreds of people all the time. I mean, people that's had a death in the family to anything else, just whatever. We do a lot of raffles, a lot of fundraisers, like you said, so the next one's going to be at Farm to Bottle, so we're doing this one this time. The next one at Farm to Bottle will be somebody else. Yeah, we do.
Thank you, guys.
Moonshiner Steve right there. I travel around with Tom Cemento. We bring around the General Lee right there. We come out and bring a little shine every once in a while and shine up the place with all of our merchandise. And you just have to come out, take a look at music video we got out. It's by Kevin Palmer, Dead Man Walking. You'll get to see some of us out moonshining during that event right there. But y'all just come on out and enjoy us and have fun right there.
So where can everybody find you? Do you have social media?
Okay, look me up on Facebook, Moonshiner Steve Barker. Hit me up there. Other than that, check out all the Moonshine events. You'll find me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining me for part 3 of the Motor City Mama Road Trip Tour. We've gone from Georgia's Hollywood to the heart of Maggie Valley, and trust me, the road isn't stopping there. On the next episode, I'll be taking you on the final behind-the-scenes tour of Hillbilly Jam, so make sure you're subscribed to the Food Folks Fun Network and come ride shotgun with me. This is your Motor City Mama signing off with a full belly and heart wide open.